back to my YouTube channel. My name is Barbara. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my 5 tips on how I grow my natural hair. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. So the first tip I want to share with you guys, this is like very important to me. It has really helped me, it's still helping me, and I know it's gonna help a lot of you. So your hair and my hair loves moisture. So by moisture I mean anything that has water in it. That's what your hair would want. Our hair is like a plant. You know, plant needs water regularly, watering it, and so is your hair. I got this spray bottle, and I always put some little bit of water, and then I just literally spray this water on my hair. And I still do, even when I'm having this style, I still spray water on my hair just to put some moisture into my hair. You know, most of the times our hair is dry, and if you're someone who doesn't oil your hair often, then that means your hair is going to dry. And when your hair is dry, it's most likely not going to be able to grow. Just like a plant, if you don't water it, it won't be able to grow. So you want to make sure that you do moisturize your hair more often. I actually moisturize every single morning and every single night. I just spray some water on my hair, and that's it. Like, that's basically it. Water, 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 water. You need to water your hair so that it can be able to grow healthy and it can be able to grow longer. Tip number 2 is protective styling. So protective styling, it's when you just braid your hair, or when you put your hair into a weave. That's a protective style. For example, the way my hair is right now is tucked away in these these corners. That's protective styling. Whether you're doing a braid, whether you're doing a cornrow, whether you're doing a weave, whether you're putting on your wig, as long as your hair is tucked away, that is going to help your hair to grow, because 1, you're not manipulating it. 2, you're not overly touching it. You know, if you know me, you know very well when my afro is out, my hands can't stay away from my hair. Like, I'm always running through my hair and everything like that, and that is not helpful for your hair to grow. Honestly, I say braids really make my hair grow. And I don't always keep them for a long time. I always have my braids for like a month, and then I take them out, and then I do another protective styling, and then it takes a month. This will truly help your hair to grow. But even though your hair is in a protective style, it doesn't mean that you don't have to take care of it. I still do wash my hair. I still do shampoo this hair. I still do spray some water on these braids, because I still need to take care of my hair even when it's in a braid. So for those of you who you have your braids for 1 month and you have not oiled it, you have not washed your hair, your hair is growing definitely, but it's not going to be healthy, or it's just gonna break. So tip number 3 is basically taking care of your ends, because your ends are so fragile and they can easily break if you don't take care of them. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that you trim these ends. I'm giving you this as an example because these are really braids, but maybe when I have my hair out, I can truly explain this point. But for those of you who are natural and you know what I mean by trimming, this is basically cutting out these dead ends of your hair. And for me, what I've been able to do is I've been able to look up videos which can help me know how to take care of my ends and how to trim my ends. So I have been able to trim my ends by myself, and I honestly think that's really important for you to be able to cut off those ends. When I became natural, that's when I understood that taking care of your ends and trimming them off as possible as you can, it will help your hair to grow. I don't normally trim off my hair like regularly, but I think every after 3 months I trim off my ends. It also depends on how my ends are looking, and if they're looking like a mess, I'm definitely going to cut them off, and I don't mind that at all. So trim your ends. It's going to help your hair to grow. So let's go into our tip number 4. So our tip number 4 would be, do not use heat on your natural hair. I'm gonna say this one more time. Do not use heat on your natural hair. Well, I personally have not used any heat on my hair for now 2 years. Being natural, I have not been able to use heat on my hair at all. And so the reason why I chose not to use heat is because it's not good for my hair. And your hair is very fragile, by the way. And so whenever you use a lot of heat on it, it's going to just break. It's going to be damaged. And so I would advise you, if you are natural and you are someone who wants to be natural, you're not going to be able to use heat on your hair if you want it to grow. If you don't mind heat, that's fine. But as for me personally, I've not used heat on my hair for 2 years, and my hair has grown, and I do think it's because of that. This is tip number 5. So this last tip is, I'm gonna combine it with something I really want to talk about before I end this video. So this last tip is about how you take your hair. How do you comb your hair? Because that also matters in terms of how you retain length. What I use and what I've been using and I still use is a wide tooth comb. This is how it looks like. I know a lot of people use these kind of small combs. This is not going to help your hair. This is not going to help your hair. This is going to break your hair. You want to use this wide tooth comb when you're detangling your hair. I always detangle using my fingers. These are my magic, guys. Like, this is magic to me. I always go ahead and detangle my hair first with my fingers, and then use the wide tooth comb to kind of go back and remove all those other knots in my hair. For those of you who have been to the salon and then they comb your hair and a bunch of hair comes out, most of that is your hair breaking, literally, from over combing it, and it's not good. And the last thing I want to talk about, this is not a tip, it's just something I wanted to generally talk about as I end my video, is love your hair. Whether you have short hair, whether you have a big afro, whether you have like 16 inch, 18 inch or 20 inches of hair, love your hair. Believe that your hair will grow. I know a lot of people say, oh, my hair doesn't grow, I have some bad hair, blah blah blah. I don't believe that there is any one person who has bad hair. As much as you think your hair is not going to grow, as much as you think your hair is bad or whatever names that you give it, love your hair and believe that your hair will grow. Natural hair is work, it's time, it's a commitment in itself. And so no one is gonna know your hair more than you do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this video was very useful to you. Hope you were encouraged. Those are my tips and those are things that have been working for me since being natural. Hopefully you can try them out, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.